Hello, welcome back to my second vlog. In this vlog, I want to talk about some of my recent discoveries from reading the Teach, Reflect, and Learn book. First, I want to talk about a quote that stood out to me in the book. It was a phrase that said, "Expertise does not come natural." I think this is something that is important to keep in mind and understand that experts are developed in time. It's okay not to get everything right the first try. Sometimes we're going to do lessons and they're not going to go very well. But that's okay. It's a learning experience. It helps you to become better. The most important part is learning how to reflect. So looking at how that lesson went and analyzing what you can change or what specific things didn't go well so you can tweak those certain things and have a better outcome. You have to remember that nobody's perfect, and it takes time and experience to be the person that you are or the teacher that you're going to become. I think that a huge part of reflecting in action is required when you're teaching something new and the students aren't grasping it. It's important to be able to reflect and notice, just by maybe facial expressions or even the questions that they're asking you, whether or not they're understanding what you're teaching. There's no point really moving forward in a lesson if the students aren't understanding what you're previously teaching them. So you shouldn't push through the lesson to cover everything you wanted, and maybe instead just focus on something that they're not getting and try to help them get to that understanding. I'm so glad that now in the textbook there is a self-assessment tool which you can use as teachers as a resource to determine where you're at in your reflection. After taking the self-assessment test, it demonstrated to me that I was in the action stage of reflection. This means that I'm doing some reflection and action, which I notice especially during my lessons, but I know that I'm not all the way there yet. So I'm hoping that this course is going to explain to me some strategies to move up in stages. One of the things that comes to mind now that I know I'm in the action stage of reflection is whenever my students aren't understanding, I'll try to explain it in a different way, or I'll make an example that is more applicable to what is happening in their lives. So it's like kind of an application that they can make in order to understand the topic that I'm teaching. Sometimes I notice that also allowing a student in the class who already understands what you're teaching to allow them to explain the same thing to the students that don't understand, and you'll notice that they'll use different terminologies and ways of explaining something that you didn't think could be explained. And that's kind of when you start noticing the students grasp it, because we learn a lot when we teach others. So allowing our students to teach other students allows them to learn as well. Well, thank you for listening, and I'm hoping to figure out some new strategies so that I can move up in my reflection. Thank you.